All right. This is Holden coming from Team Decksmith. Just wanted to finally put my Marincess deck profile online. Done a lot of testing with it. Shout out to the Marincess Discord. We had a bracket. Fun little tourney. Had some good games. Ended up winning the tournament. Really want to get some more people involved so we can have an even bigger bracket. And just want to show off my deck. Anyway, pretty much start off big boy flex. Seahorse. She's the best starter because not only is she a starter, she's also an extender. And a lot of players don't remember her second effect in the graveyard. You can banish her and summon a water to a zone of Marincess points to. That's really effective if you want to go into any kind of non-water plays. Don't forget about that. Next, you got Blue Tang, the next best starter. Pretty much, she's really good for chain blocking. Ghost Ogre is really popular right now, so sometimes you got to be careful. If you got the read on Ghost Ogre, watch out for that. But she's really good, especially when you want to chain block your Sea Angel. 4-month Skipper is another one of the starters. He's really cool because what he does is he searches this card, Scripton. You only play one of him. Basically, he copies a card's name in your extra deck, and it becomes its type, attribute, and name. And so basically, you copy one of your Marincess monsters, and you go into Sea Angel, and then you use his effect. You activate his effect as Chain Link 2, and you search Scripton. Really cool. It's equally as fragile as the other starters, so really give it a shot. It's really good. Then I play one Pascalus and one Mandarin. Mandarin's better because you can use it off 1-for-1 and still go full combo. Pascalus is really good. The only thing is she's only good with another Marincess monster, so you only play one, so you can send her because there's combos with Blue Tang and Seahorse to go into Bahamut Shark, so she's good for that, and she's not the worst, but you only really need one. So, and you can find these off Synapse Mining, so it's basically like you're playing 4 copies anyway. All these cards are a copy of Battle Ocean because they can send themselves to find it with a Sea Angel, so it's kind of like Balinks. You only need one. If they Cosmic it, you don't need this card to win because really all you gotta do is stun your opponent and pop off and kill them anyway. But it really helps a lot. Another cool part about this card that people forget is that it's not just Marincess monsters summoned in the extra monster zone. If you use a Crystal Heart to summon any monster in the extra monster zone, or any Link monster, I should say, in the EMZ, they become unaffected. So you can get really creative. Like you can make Abramax unaffected, or you can make your Access Code Talker unaffected, so they can't respond and he's unaffected. So that's really, really powerful. So cool part about that card. Synapse Mining, it's just like an extra copy of all these monsters except Scripton because he's level 5. And 1-for-1, it's also basically like another copy of a Marincess monster because you can send it and find 4-month Skipper or Mandarin. Also, you can find another card in my deck with this. Next, I play the Frog package. Swap Frog, my favorite card of all time. It's so good. I'm willing to say it's still the best 1-card engine in Yu-Gi-Oh, but maybe I'm just capping. Actually, no cap. Anyway, you only need 1 Ronin totem for the engine. Pretty much, the cool thing about Swap is not only can you go into Frog plays, if you draw him in multiples, you can just send the other one and go into a Toad early. That way you play around Nib or other hand traps. That's an underlooked part of him. He also can send not just, he can bounce back not just himself, he can bounce back other monsters too. You play the 1 Testudo. This right here, this card's broken. Every deck needs a broken factor, and this is what makes the deck broken. He could be sent with Swap Frog because he's a level 2 or lower Aqua, and his effect is neither player can special summon monsters with 18 or more attack. So they cannot attempt to use Nibiru's effect. They can't kaiju you if you have this guy up. Um, Pretty much they got to find a way to beat over him or like negate his effect somehow. And you can protect him in battle with Marble Rock. So if you can manage to make Marble Rock first and then end on this guy, say off 1-for-1, or you just make Coral and just wait to use their effect at the end of the turn. It's really powerful. This is how you this is better than Barrier Statue, because Barrier Statue you can still get you can still use Gamma Seal, which is a water, the most popular kaiju monster. So it's Barrier Statue is really good. It's a level 4, but this is searchable and basically off swap and finding a coral. And it's just really powerful. Pretty much like other decks like Salad, Dangers, anybody playing Mech Knights, anybody playing, you can't summon Dragoon, you can't summon anything big. And heck, sometimes I've drawn this card and just straight up normal summoned it and, forced them to have to deal with it through their battle phase, and then I get another turn. So he basically did his job. All you really want to do is try to hold them off for 1 turn and stun them, and then you can OTK them. That's pretty much my water cards. Put these over here. The next package is Souls. So people generally don't play this because it's kind of pricey. I love the deck so much, so I went in on it. You basically play the 3 souls and you send the Fog King as your brick. He's got a pretty nifty effect too. Sometimes you can bring him off Coral to help play around Nib. And like if you're playing like True Draco, it could be cheeky, I guess. So they can't tribute anything. So he's not the worst brick. But basically you just want to use souls and you summon him for free, and you can actually send your Marincess equips to draw 2 cards. So you don't actually have to send any true cards to gain that card economy. This is really broken, and it's been broken for a while. Ever since Souls come out, it's been nutty in Marincess. It just got even more broken because you can play this guy, and this came out in the I noticed it in the Phantom Rage, but it actually come out in the I think it was, what is this? Let me see. What does it say? The Duelist, the Dragons and Legends box. Yeah, it came in that as a secret rare, so I was just waiting to find a secret. Just ordered it. But anyway, basically his effect is broken. So you can send a Spellcaster monster, your souls, and any level 4 or lower water, and you can summon this dude from your hand or your deck. So that's really cool. Not a lot of cards do stuff like that. And when he's summoned by his own effect, you make your opponent discard a card randomly, and then both players draw a card. So you're already drawing 2 off souls, and then you're drawing a card off this, and you're making them get rid of a card from their hand randomly. So that's pretty cool. And then when he goes to the graveyard, you can search a Spiritual Water Art. So you can have some cool combos with this, and you can end on Great Bubble Reef and discard a water and bring back like a Mandarin, and have a free tribute, or you can have a Ronin, or you had the free format, because at this point when you're going this combo, you're drawing 3 cards. So if you're drawing a swap, if you're drawing a Mandarin, you're just popping off even harder. If you're drawing into more hand traps or waves, you're just going in. So this is really good. Budget alternative would be to play just Pot Desires. One of my favorite cards. In this build, I have a lot of engine requirements, so I'm not playing it. But if you're not playing this, you just opened up pretty much 6 cards you can play additionally, and just play, 3 cards additionally. Make these Desires, and you can play 3 more cards. That's easy swaps. I play Upstart Goblin, 39 cards. Delayed draw phase, you're pretty much searching, taking out. If you open up a Marincess card, you're taking out, say you open a Blue Tang, you're taking out Seahorse and the field spells, you're deck thinning. So just pretty cool. Cosmic to play around, Mystic Minds, you don't just get bullied. Then I play some hand traps. These are all my defense cards. Crow, 3 Veiler, and 1 Wave. This is kind of like a hot take, but you only really need 1 Wave. Once you find it, you can keep getting it back over and over again. And pretty much you can't use it when you're going second, because you have to have your boss set up. So if you draw a bunch of waves, those could have been other cards you could use to stop your opponent. So it's extremely good, but because of that and how important it is to stop your opponent with like a real card, I only play 1. And then I play 2 Ogre also. These can be anything. These 8 cards can be whatever hand traps you feel necessary for your locals. If you think Nib is a pop-off, Nib is really good in this deck. I sideboard Nib because Nib plus Access Code Talker is OTK pretty much. So that's a pop-off. These can be any hand traps you want. Droll. It's really good because once you end their turn, you stop their combo, you pretty much can kill them with your boss monsters in your extra deck, which I'm going to show right here. So you only need 2 blue slug. I used to really like playing 3, but pretty much the extra deck's gotten so tight, you pretty much just have to force yourself to always make sure you have a blue slug, and you add it back with like Coral or Marble Rock. You only need 1 Sea Angel. She's really important. If she does get negated, you just have to add her back to the extra deck with Slug or Coral. But you don't really need the field spell to win. But she's really good because she finds the field spell, gets you in there. Her link zone, her arrow is really important. My favorite one, I think the best one is Coral. She adds one back when she goes to grave, and she also can add back... she can summon back Testudo. She can summon back any water, not just Marincess monsters. That's really important to remember. A lot of times when you're playing around Nibiru, you're going to want to try to make this card with Crystal Heart. You summon her, and then with Crystal Heart, so she's protected. So even if they Ghost Ogre her, because that's usually like one of the best choke points for the deck is Ghost Ogreing Coral. If she's summoned with this, they can't do anything about it. She's unaffected by anything in the EMZ, and you bring her back with this because she's obviously small enough, and boom, you can go into any of your other Marincess bosses. You got Marble Rock and Great Bubble Reef. We call her GBR. Usually you want to end on Great Bubble Reef, but if you can find a way to end on Testudo, it's better to end on Marble Rock. These both have good purposes in the deck. I don't play Wonderheart. I don't feel like she comes up enough to warrant playing her. She does have a really good effect, especially if you think they're going to be playing cards like Solemn Judgment, because if she's destroyed, she's in your possession. She survives. But again, she doesn't really come up as much as these two, and the space is just so tight. You can play her if you want, but totally awesome. And Bahamut Shark, you can play 2 of this if you can find space. I usually just keep it tight, and if I think I'm going to summon 2 Toads, I add him back with his own effect. I play 1 Linkuriboh because in case they like Imperm or Veiler 4-month skipper, you can go into him and still full combo. And also, if you're trying to go in against a trap deck and you have like a mana or something or any extra floating monster, you can make him and go in safely. People don't usually see that coming, and it comes up actually. The Water Charmer. If you're not playing Souls, you don't really need this. She's really here to link climb with Souls. Really busted in the mirror match against any water deck. It just makes link climbing just bonus cheeky. Like if you can actually pull off her actual effect in a battle, it's good. And she can search like Blue Tang if she dies, so she's pretty good. The last cards in the extra deck are Splash Mage, Transcode Talker, and Access Code Talker. I really want to try to find room for extra Splash Mage. but you definitely have to play the one. Always play the one. You can link climb into these. You go into him, bring back something, go into him, bring this back, and then go into him and gain 3,000. That way you can pop 2 cards because he's an Earth. That's cool. Cool little play. Access Code Talker is broken. If you can clear their field and attack for 3,000 or 5,300 with his effect, you know, easy clap. I mean, say no more, right? That's pretty much it for the extra deck. Budget options for the extra deck would be if you don't have Access Code Talker, just play like Avermax or Borlo Dragon. Borlo Dragon is really good, especially if you want to out other like crazy cards. Last part is the side deck. Play 2 Nib and 3 Lancia. In the mirror match bracket, these were Ghost Reapers. I never actually used them or drew into them, but they're Lancias in this deck. These can be any other hand traps you want. Usually you'll board these extra hand traps in. You'll take out the Souls package and you board in more hand traps. Another Cosmic in case I'm playing against like back row. Then I play a Trap Trick package. Play 1 Trap Trick, and I play 2 Sanctum with the Scythe. And then I play 2 Ice Dragon's Prison. Basically, this is like your go first package. Basically, I'll also play the Solemn. You bring those in too. Basically, the way I see it is traps are really good in Marincess, but if you're not going first, you can't guarantee they're going to be impactful. So, and also, I don't really ever want to play a trap card unless I know that trap card is going to pretty much end my opponent's turn. So, pretty much Big Brain Solemn or Sanctum and Ice Dragon's Prison, these are just so high impact. If you resolve them, you're usually going to end their turn. Trap Trick is just to find it. I thought about taking Upstart out and just playing 2 waves. That way this can also find wave. That's pretty much it. So basically this is my deck profile. Put a lot of time into it. Tested it a lot. Won a bracket with it. Won locals with it as well. Just want to invite anybody to the Marincess Discord. I'll put a link to that in the description. If you enjoyed the content, let me know. Just leave a comment on our video. And that's pretty much all I need from you guys. Just try to join the Discord and let me know how you think about the deck. And if you have any questions, just hit me up in the Discord and we'll be sure to get you straight. All right, that's Team Deck Smith. I'm Holden. We're signing out. Later.